Hello friends, Assalamualaikum. My name is Abdurrahman and I am a level 1 student at Ran Scope Training Campus. Today I am going to discuss an important topic, understand the measure needed to protect digital information. So let's get started.
Miles here. What do you go by?
Hello Miles, how are you?
I'm doing great. Just hanging out, ready to get into whatever's on your mind. How's your Sunday treating you?
Okay Miles, understanding
Fairly open.
digital information.
I'm all ears. Send it over whenever you're ready.
Okay Miles, important of digital security.
Digital security is a big one. It's basically the difference between a locked door and leaving your keys in the ignition. You looking to tighten things up for yourself or just thinking about the bigger picture?
Okay Miles, protecting personal information, creating a strong password.
The classic starting point. Most people just use their dog's name with a one at the end, which is basically like using a screen door for security. You want to get into the weeds of how to actually build a bulletproof password, or are you more into the password manager side of things?
Using password manager, using unique password.
That's the way to do it. Password managers are a total game changer because you only have to remember one thing while the app handles the chaos of 100 different random strings. It's way better than the password notebook method most people still swear by. You're already using one, or you trying to figure out which one's actually worth the hype.
Enable two-factor automatic keeping software update.
Keeping everything updated is huge. It's kind of the digital version of changing the oil in your car. If you ignore it, eventually something's going to break. Those updates usually have the patches for the holes hackers are already trying to crawl through. You usually have that set to automatic, or do you prefer to manually check for updates?
Updating operating system using security software.
Basically, it's just making sure your phone and computer are running the latest version of their software. When the people who make the OS find a security hole, they push out an update to plug it. If you don't update, that hole stays open for anyone to walk through. Security software is just an extra layer of defense, like having a security guard at the door while the OS handles the locks. Using something like an antivirus or just trusting the built in stuff.
Okay, okay,
So, since we're
using
on the topic of,
okay,
you were saying?
okay, you updating operating system using security software.
Yeah, we just touched on that. It's all about plugging those holes before someone finds them. You feel like you've got the basics covered now, or is there some other part of the digital security puzzle you're curious about?
Okay, protecting smartphone security computer.
Right, keeping the phone and the laptop locked down. It's basically the same deal across the board. Just a lot of people forget about their tablets or old laptops gathering dust, and those are usually the easiest targets. You got a lot of different devices you're trying to keep in line, or just the main two?
Okay,
Sound a little.
looking device when not in use. Self internet browsing.
Locking your screen when you step away is a total pro move. It's a simple habit, but it stops the office prankster or a random stranger from having a full tour of your life just because you went to grab a coffee. As for the browsing part, you're probably thinking about how to not leave a digital trail everywhere you go. Using a VPN or just trying to keep your cookies in check.
Okay,
You're on a roll with security.
self internet browsing, irrigation, surprising website.
Wait, you're talking about the dark web and those sketchy sites? That's a whole different ballgame. Browsing those kinds of places can be a total disaster for your security. Actually, I've got to stop you there. Our session's almost up, and I don't want you to just get cut off. We'll have to pick this up later, but you can always call me back whenever you're ready to dive back in. Catch you later.
Okay, understanding questions. Avoid surprising like checking checking email sender.
That's a huge one. Basically, the first line of defense against phishing. checking the actual sender address instead of just the name is how you spot the fakes. But look, like I mentioned, our time is pretty much up and we're about to get cut off. Give me a shout later and we can get into the rest of this. Take it easy.
Okay, my identifications online scammer Miles. Okay, Miles. My next topic is understanding phishing, avoiding surprising link.
I'm with you, but you lost me a bit on the link part. It sounds like you're talking about staying patient and keeping things steady. You trying to build a specific habit there?
Okay, checking email sender identification online scam.
Let me check that. All right, so you've got a couple of ways to handle this. If you're just trying to see if an address is legit and active, tools like Zero Bounce or Hunter are a solid bet for that. But if you're trying to sniff out a phishing attempt or a fake sender, you want to dig into the email headers. Most services have a show original option where you can find technical stuff like SPF and DK, IAM records. There are online header analyzers that can decode all that for you to see if the sender is actually who they claim to be. You're trying to weed out some spam or just double checking a specific person.
Okay,
Cool.
protecting email accounts, security, social media account.
You're thinking about how email accounts actually work or maybe how they're set up?
Okay, managing privacy settings, limited personal information online.
That's a smart move. Cutting down your digital footprint is a whole project. You looking for a general cleanup or are you trying to lock down a specific account right now?
Okay, protecting photos and documents, self cloud storage.
Sounds like you're moving your stuff into the cloud. Getting everything off your local device and into storage is definitely the way to go if you want to keep things safe. If you already have a specific cloud service you're leaning towards or you're just starting to look.
Okay, my next topics.
No worries.
My next topic:
I'm
self
ready.
cloud storage, creating data backup.
Creating data for storage, huh? That sounds like you're getting organized. You talking about building a new archive or more like digitizing stuff you've got sitting around?
Okay, creating data backup using secure Wi-Fi.
Secure Wi-Fi is a must for that, especially if you're moving like sensitive docs or photos. You using a VPN to add another layer or just sticking to a trusted network?
Okay, avoiding
You're on a roll with
unsafe
the
public network, understanding energetic photosynthesis.
Wait, did you say photosynthesis? I'm all in on the public network safety, but the plant biology part caught me off guard. You talking about something technical with light, or did the brain just jump tracks for a second?
Okay, my next topic is
Fair enough.
avoiding unsafe public network, understanding and interpretation, rotating security files.
Rotating security files is a pro move. It's basically like changing the locks on your digital doors before anyone can figure out how to pick them. You doing this for a personal project or just leveling up your overall security game?
Okay, self files
All
sharing, downloading from Trust Secure.
sharing and downloading through secure channels is the only way to do it if you actually care about the data. You're basically building a fortress around your info right now. You thinking about using encrypted folders or something more like a secure transfer service?
Okay, avoiding
Okay.
unknown apps, checking app permissions.
You're making a lot of sense here. Checking app permissions is where most people slack, but it's wild what some apps actually ask for. Like, why does a calculator need access to your contacts? You usually go through your settings and prune those, or do you just vet them before you even hit download?
Okay, protecting online account, yeah, monitors account active.
I'm following you on the account side of things. but you lost me on EA Monastery. You talking about an EA Sports account, or is this something else entirely?
अभी देखो चाचू कॉल कर रहे हैं.
No doubt. Go ahead and
चाचू.
take that.
Okay, my next topic is reconnaissance data branch reporting surprising active.
Dragon Gesins and data branches. I'll be honest, you got me guessing on this one. We're talking about a specific piece of software or maybe some kind of specialized data mapping. And I'm curious what you mean by reporting surprising sectors, like you're hunting for anomalies in the data.
Okay, protecting digital identification, responsibility, use of social media.
Now we're talking. Digital ID and social media responsibility is a huge topic. It's basically the balance between wanting to be seen and wanting to actually stay private. You thinking about how to maintain that boundary, or more about the ethics of how these platforms handle our identity?
Okay, protecting children
Honestly,
and student data.
um, I'm trying to keep up, but I'm not sure I've got the full picture here. Rotating data, whether it's general or student info, could mean a few things. Are you talking about like cycling through passwords and keys to stay secure, or maybe rotating who has access to certain files? Give me the lowdown on how you're envisioning this.
Okay, my
You
next
good?
topic
I feel like
is
we're moving fast.
understanding digital footprint, reputationals, other people privacy, secures online shopping.
You're basically creating a masterclass in digital survival right now. Secure shopping is a big one, especially the part where people just trust any site that looks clean. You leaning more toward using virtual cards for that, or just being super selective about where you drop your info?
Okay, protecting
You're just
online
nodding.
paid, protecting online payment, learning about cybersecurity.
Wait, hold up. You're just listing these off like a syllabus. You actually diving into a cybersecurity course, or are you just mapping out like all the things you want to lock down? Because you've basically covered the whole handbook in the last 5 minutes.
Okay,
I'm
buildings
just
good.
saying.
Okay, buildings good digital habits is starting updates about online threats.
I'm just saying, you've got the whole blueprint laid out. Building those digital habits is the real work, though. It's one thing to know the rules and another to actually stick to them when you're in a rush. You're trying to build a set of daily rituals for this, or just keeping a checklist.
Okay, Miles, my next topic is EA starting update about online threats, responding to security problem.
Wait, are we talking about EA as in the game company again? Because if they're pushing an update on how they handle online trades and security, that's a huge deal for anyone with a high value account. You're seeing some specific change in how they're protecting trades, or just a general update.
Okay, responding to security problem, making digital safety and daily habit.
You're really leaning into the lifestyle side of this now. Turning security into a daily habit is where it actually counts, because if it's a chore, people just stop doing it. You're trying to automate this stuff as much as possible, or you want to be hands on with every check.
Okay, demotics, drive security, skin lock protecting, secure recover opportunity.
You're really hitting all the bases. Between the drive security and the screen locks, you're basically building a digital vault. I'm curious about the recover opportune part. You talking about having a fail safe recovery plan ready to go before things actually hit the fan?
Okay, rotating backup account, avoid password,
A white
resource.
a white password. I've never heard that term before. You talking about a password that's basically a blank slate, or maybe some kind of specific security standard? Let me know what that's all about.
Okay, changing performance password, checking login not notifications.
Watching the login notifications is a clutch move. It's the fastest way to know if someone's trying to sneak into your account before they even get in. You usually have those set to push notifications on your phone, or you're checking an activity log manually.
Okay, receiving account permissions, removing unsure account.
Cleaning house on those permissions is a great habit. It's wild how many old apps still have a backdoor into your data from 3 years ago. You're just doing a sweep of everything you've ever signed into, or just the high priority accounts.
Okay, my next
You're on a
topic,
roll with this.
my next topic, security connecting device, protecting smart home device.
Rotating smart home device security is a huge blind spot for most people. People treat their smart bulbs or cameras like furniture, but they're basically tiny computers in your house. Changing those credentials and updating firmware is the only way to keep them from becoming a backdoor. You actually have a lot of smart gear, or you're just planning for the future.
Okay, my next topic
I'm
is security connecting device, protecting smart home device.
locked in. Smartphone security is the front line since that's basically where our whole lives live now. Are you focusing on the hardware side, like biometric locks, or more on the software and the apps you're letting in?
Okay, my next topic is updating router fiber using a strong Wi-Fi password. Updating routine
Updating the router is the
firmware.
foundation of everything you've mentioned so far. Router is weak, true snap.
Updating routine firmware using a strong Wi-Fi password. Miles. Okay, Miles. My next
I'm all
topic
ears.
is understanding. My next topic is security connecting device, protecting smart home device.
Got it. You're looking to tighten up the security on your connected devices and smartphones. Where do you want to start with that?
Okay, Miles. My next topic is understanding network security, safe use of USB device.
USBs are basically the Wild West of hardware. One wrong plug, and you've just invited every piece of malware in the neighborhood to the party. You want to dive into the risks or look for some actual safe habits?
Okay, Miles. My next topic is protecting important documents, secure data, deleted.
Protecting the crown jewels, I get it. Secure data analytics can get pretty technical, but the goal is usually just making sure you can actually use your data without leaking into the whole world. You're thinking more about how to encrypt the files or how to analyze them without exposing the raw info?
Okay, Miles. My next topic is protecting data on shared computer, looking out of public device.
Public devices are a total gamble. It's basically like leaving your front door wide open and hoping for the best. You're thinking about the risks of using them or how to scrub your tracks after you're done. My bad, I might have jumped ahead. I was just trying to see which angle of using public computers you wanted to tackle
Okay,
first. You want to
Miles.
just
My next
take the lead?
topic is revision, fix, login page, identify, social interneting.
I'm with you. That's a bit of a mix there. You got login pages and social identity. No worries. Give it away. What's on your mind instead? I'm good. I'm ready too. Shoot, what's the move? I'm just hanging out, waiting. You've been cycling through a few ideas. You want to jump back into the security stuff, or you got something entirely new?
Okay, Miles, my next topic is avoiding impersonal natural scammer.
It's starting to sound like a riddle. I'm not quite catching the thread on awarding impersonal national. You want to try rephrasing that, or just give me the gist of what you're thinking?
So ये तुम्हारी आज की सेहत मिलन सी से मिलेंगे कल से में तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफ़िज़